I noticed when you're grinding this tire off here, I was just wondering what exactly is the purpose of grinding tires off? You see guys do it a lot.
Well, you basically when you after a feature, a lot of times it'll glaze over, or a lot of the ingredients of the tire will come to the surface and make a tire glaze over. So we just knock that glaze off, give it a nice fresh surface. It kind of sipes it a little bit with the grinder. It's a little bit aggressive, so it kind of just gives it a little more traction, at least for the first part of the race.
Now, will you do all 4 tires? You were telling me earlier now that you're doing this for the feature later on.
Right.
Now, will you do all 4?
If we have time, we usually we'll do. Usually we always do the rear, but if we got time and we just want to piddle or something, we'll do the fronts also. It doesn't hurt none.
We'll look down here at this tire. What we're talking about here is this part here that's light colored. You can see there are some marks in there from the grinder where you ground it before, but if you feel it, it does. It feels just smooth as it can be. You come up into the dark part here, and boy, it's just as abrasive. I mean, it really wants to grab your hand.
Yeah.
So you can understand the part about the adhesion.
Oh yeah, and we'll get, it depends on, usually we'll get 3 or 4 races out of our rear tires, and we'll re-groove them or do whatever we can to make them last as long as possible.
All right, won't stop you anymore, go ahead. Okay. Well, Tim, you hear about all these athletes that have all these pre-event superstitions and stuff. You got anything like that where, before the race you've got some things you do?
Yeah, I do. I got a certain chain of events that I do each and every time, and if I get them out of order or whatever, then I got to start over or whatever. I'm a little superstitious.
Yeah. I was going to say no lucky socks or underwear or...
Oh yeah, I got all kinds of lucky stuff.
Yeah.
And if it don't work, then it goes in the corner for a while. Yeah.
Well, I know you're coming off a big win there last night at Valley Speedway, so I know you guys have kind of really been humping here a little bit today. It looks like to try and get things ready. So we'll check back in with you later, but just thought, you were in here kind of by yourself and spending some time alone, and thought maybe you might have a superstition or 2.
Oh, I got some. Yeah.
Okay, we'll check back with you later.
Thank you.
Setzer down here at Butler Motor Speedway on a Sunday afternoon. Tim, you know, every time I see you at a track, I always think there's a possibility that Tim is going to win this race. And you've had 3 feature wins this year. One down at Lucas Oil and 2 at Valley. You got a favorite track, Tim?
I like Lucas. I mean, it's a nice facility. I like racing Valley. It's a fun track for the size of it. It's fast for the size of it. But I don't know. We get bored with one track. We just like to bounce around a lot.
Boy, just from up the road up here, just Archie, I mean, man, that's almost a stone's throw away.
Yeah.
And where did you actually first start racing?
Well, we raced ATVs and motorcycles and stuff, and then actually when I was a senior, and then the next year after graduating, I ran a street stock at Adrian on dirt, and then in '94, well, after that, then we went back to racing ATVs, and then '94 we raced from '94 to 2000, raced at I-70, street stock and a truck and limited late model.
One of those guys off the asphalt coming down here on the dirt. You know, I always want to ask old asphalt racers, not really meaning you're old, but racing asphalt, if another asphalt track come around, would you go back?
No, I got everything now converted over to dirt, and no, this is funner. I don't want to be locked down to just one track. I like being able to go to several tracks.
I was going to say, I love dirt racing, and man, it's a joy. I think everybody loves it. The competition is I think just a step higher because there's so many more guys that do it. But
and I think you can get by with a little less budget on dirt. On pavement, it's so expensive. Tires, motors, all that. Yeah.
Okay, that heat race you had out there, man. We were looking for some video there. You got such a lead. I think we're going to see them in the far distant. But what are you thinking? The track's really dried out fast. Are you going to make any major changes before the mains, which is probably going to be after dark, and we may get a little moisture back?
Yeah, we won't tighten the car up too much. We'll try to keep it free as far as bar angles and stuff. Probably take some stagger out of it. This car has a 9-inch, so we won't change the gear. You know, we won't. You know, if it was a quick change, we might go a couple more points on the gear or something. Just subtle stuff. Nothing. You know, adding fuel's a pretty good adjustment to this car.
Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, "Well, now wait a minute. That's number 10. That's not 51." Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I've been fortunate enough to have Tommy McCoy helping me the last 2 or 3 years, and with him helping me, he's kind of got the bug. So we come across another Hughes car, and we've kind of went clear through it front to back and updated it. I think it's like an 05 car, but we've totally updated it and made it like my orange car. And we're just kind of dialing it in for him, and then he's going to try to run some races. We're going to start out the year with, he's going to run some practice nights and stuff at tracks, and just, you know, we found metal in the oil filter Friday, so we were going to race my orange car at Valley, and then we had a valve train issue with one of the rockers was coming apart. Anyway, so we had to get his car. It was ready, so we went and grabbed it, and had a good night last night with it.
Boy, what an experience! It kind of, you might say, running the backup and you win.
Yeah.
What is we looking like for next year? Is it going to be pretty much the same thing?
Yeah, we're going to try to find some sponsors. We try, you know, it's so hard to do it on our own. You know, we're going to try hard here in the next couple months to try to get some people, you know, anywhere from, you know, $500 and up. We're desperately going to be seeking anything, but we'll be running probably the same stuff. Was going to get a new car over the winter, but then since we had motor issues this year, we have to spend that money on motors. And but we'll be competitive on what we got, I think.
Okay, either this car or the other car. Is there somebody that really helps you out during the season?
Yeah, I mean, as far as crew guys, I got Tommy McCoy, Brian Myrtle, Steve Slife, my family, Julie, Tyler, and sponsors. We got Austin Tile on my car, International Trucking, you know, Bray's Automotive. He's got Adrian Bank. you know, Pro Shocks, they help us a bunch. So yeah, we got a lot of people helping. We can't do it by ourselves, that's for sure.
Kind of caught you off guard on the sponsors. I know a lot of guys have to look at the card to tell me who they are. But anyway, Tim, we appreciate you taking the Cheeseworks for a ride down here. I've been trying to catch up with you for at least a month, it seems like. And all I can say is, man, go out there in that feature and have some fun. Maybe we'll talk in the winter circle there.
Hope so.
All right. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.